I don't know if you're like me, but you and I might have friends or family members who are interested in wanting to invest in cryptocurrency, but just haven't pulled the trigger. And there is a whole bunch of cases why. Now, I was talking to a brother from another mother this morning, and this was that type of mentality. He wants to invest in crypto. He believes it's the future, but he had a few objections. And in this video, I want to address those objections. He was too scared that he was going to lose it all. He doesn't have much money to invest in at the moment. He doesn't know how to do it. And when his wife chimes in, she equates it to gambling. Okay, these are all valid and questions and concerns that should be addressed. And because you don't want that if you're trying to invest your money and ultimately your time into crypto. But he does see why he should invest it. One, he's seeing a lot of people online, a lot of these stories saying, yeah, I'm making tons of money in crypto, blah, blah, blah. And so he's got that FOMO inside of him, just like we all did starting out. And two, the people that he follows, like these celebrities or podcasters or whatever, they all talk about how they're invested in crypto also. And it's maybe just a couple one-offs. They might not be a crypto, podcaster, but someone like Joe Rogan or whatever. They'll listen to it and they'll talk like, yeah, all this crypto stuff, and they're in it too. And so it's just one of those things where you see the world around you moving towards crypto, but you have your own reservations and they haven't been answered yet. But here's what he really wanted. He just wanted a better life for his kids. He's fine. His wife's fine. They're in a fine position. But when thinking about his kids reaching a certain age, he wants them to be put up in a better position, a better life than what he was involved in. And so I think that's very fair, and I think that's what we all want, right? We just want something better for the generations to come past us, after us. And so I want to help someone in this video who is at the edge of investing in cryptocurrency, just to maybe understand some of these objections or at least reservations before going into that. And so if you're new to this channel, my name is Aaron. I'm a brand new crypto investor. Okay, I'm on a journey to 1 Bitcoin. That's my whole goal. I just want to get 1 Bitcoin. I am not your financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Okay, this is a story, right? I'm a cowboy and I give cowboy advice. So you can't sue me. Okay, don't sue me. This is not financial advice. Okay, I am just a little cowboy with a little lizard brain, gorilla arms, and diamond hands, exploring the world of cryptocurrency. I call it the Wild West. If you want to follow along on my journey, hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the notification bell for any updated content. And of course, give me a like button if you are generous enough to help me grow this channel. Now, so this person had all these concerns and address, and I took some time to address those one-on-one, and I just thought, hey, this might be a good video for me to share with you if you wanted to share this with someone who was on the edge of investing in cryptocurrency. They're brand new, or not even new, they haven't even started, and just like they know they should, they believe it's the future, but they haven't exactly done it. And so the first thing that you have to start with if you are going to invest in cryptocurrency is you cannot invest in it with the mentality of, I'm going to make a lot more money. I believe that is the wrong mentality. That is the mentality of a gambler who says, I'm going to make a lot of money. I think you are going to make a lot of money. That's why I invested in it as well. But you have to invest in it with the premise, the larger premise of cryptocurrency is the future. I say it all the time on this channel. I believe that cryptocurrency is the future, is where the future financial systems of the world will be built on. I just believe it's the future. And if you understand some of the things that it can do, this is not the scope of this video. There are other videos that can break that down. But just really quick, cryptocurrency is an asset that can be given thousands of miles around the world with very, very little fees, right? There's all kinds of middlemen and governments making sure you're protected and all this kind of stuff. Look, you could do this on the internet, on a blockchain. I know you don't know what a blockchain is. I'll link some videos around so you could kind of understand how it works. But just so you know, it can be delivered anywhere around the world at very fast rates with very little fees. I do it literally every day working in the space. It's impossible to counterfeit. It's impossible to hack. It can't be confiscated. There's no government. There's no person that's going to try to take your crypto. They can't do it unless you fall for some kind of scam or you give it away. It can't decay like a house. It can't. There's no production and upkeep to hold this asset. If you hold gold, you need a storage place, or if you have a land. You have to have a place. You need upkeep on this stuff. There's zero upkeep. It could be held and transferred through generations, meaning what that person wanted was just to make sure that his kids have a better life. He could make it so that his kids, his children, and his children's children can have a better life. So you have to, in my opinion, have to understand, like, hey, cryptocurrency is literally the future. It is the future of what banking is going to be. It's the future of how finance is going to work. It's the future of and everything kind of integrates with money. So like supply chains and manufacturing and healthcare and housing, all of this stuff, I believe, will be built on crypto, because crypto is a bunch of finance. Now, let's address the first concern. The first concern is, I'm scared I'm going to lose it all, right? And this is rooted in the volatility of it. If you buy in, say this person had only like $1,000 to invest in, and you invest in, like, say Bitcoin, and it tanks, you just lost instantly $400. Now, the way to counter this is that, yes, there is volatility in the market, and there's big volatility. I don't want to, not say that there's volatility. There's huge volatility in it. But the way to counter that is to dollar cost average in, meaning you take a little bit of that money supply. Say you have $1,000. Say you put in $25, every week, every other week, every week for the rest of your life. And what'll happen is that volatility will all average out to, you'll see the charts, but you won't be concerned about it because you've averaged over the span of years. So if your goal is to be in the future, right? Like, this is the future finance. So you care about what the dollar is, or what the value is of your asset, 20 years down the line. Dollar cost averaging in is your strategy. Do not just drop in. If you've never, invested in crypto before and you don't have this money to lose, because you can lose the money, right? But you could only lose the money if you sell your asset. The best way to do that for a new crypto investor is to put $25 in, a little bit every week. $25 one week, $25 another week, $25. If you have a savings account of $1,000 and you can only afford $25 per check, you just put in $25 from your check one week, and then the next week put in $25 from your savings account, and then just kind of rotate. Boom, boom, boom. At the end of 1 month, you'll have $100 in crypto, and then you could just chill. Okay, and just keep doing that, and you would have averaged out all the volatility. You're just steady, even keeled, even paced. So you don't need all that heart attack. You don't need, it's the markets are down today. You don't need all of that, especially not for a new user, because the markets are volatile. No one can predict these things. I don't care how many videos you watch. Everyone's doing some kind of technical analysis. It's gonna break up. It's gonna break down. Look, in my opinion, no one can predict this stuff, at least not right now. I have a video on volatility, Bitcoin's volatility. I'll link it as well. But for the volatility of everything, honestly, it's the result of something that's new, right? The market's trying to find the actual price of this, the real value of Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. And so that's just what it is. The bigger it grows, the more into the future, the more stable it will get. This is just what has seen the trends of it in the last 10 years. So you're not going to lose it all because it's so volatile. Look, you just dollar cost average in. 2, I don't have enough money to invest in. Okay, so I understand this sentiment, right? I only started with a couple $100, like $400 or $500. I put in a little more, and over the last, let's say, three or 4 months, I had about $4,000 of my own money that I put into crypto. And so I'm going to share with you my portfolios at the end of this, maybe to help you, inspire you to start investing. But I only started with a couple $100. Then over the couple of months, I put in a couple $1,000 in. And the thing is, you could stand to make a lot of money here. And there's tons of people making 100% gains on it, which is double your if you put in $100, you make $200, and you could have easily done that, over the span of 4 months. That's not a problem. That's honestly, that's kind of regular. That's kind of, you ask anyone in crypto, they're like, yeah, we could do that, no problem. But even if you make a 10% return on your investment, that's not small. That's huge. Why? Because you invest in these stocks, and the annual percent return is like 7-8%. just investing in these like index funds or whatever, or you put it into a you put it into a savings account and you get 0.1%, and you think that's good, it's crazy. So like, I would just start. You could start with as little as $20-$25, because again, if you believe that this is the future, that $25 now could look like a lot more, a year, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years down the line, and depending on the coin that you pick. And I'm gonna link you a video to this particular coins. The third objection, I don't know how to do it. Okay, and I think when someone says this, I think they really mean, I don't know how to do this correctly. Because anyone could just, it's not a no-brainer. If you could sign up for an app, you could sign up for a Coinbase account, a Binance account, no problem. You follow the steps. It is so easy to do that. What I think the person really means, I don't know how to do it. I don't know what coins to pick. I don't know, how much. Luckily for you, I made a video for that. No problem. Go ahead and put that video, watch that video, links in the description, and it's just the beginner's strategy guide. But real quick, just get some Bitcoin, just get some Ethereum, get some ADA, and you should be good with those three. Start off with those three. You'll be fine. Okay. Anyone who is involved and knows anything about the crypto space, if you say, yeah, I'm in those three, everyone will say, oh, good choices. Oh, great choices. Okay. If you say Polkadot, you say any of those, Uniswap, anyone will say good choices, because they're good choices, right? These are like, it's like investing in Apple back then. There's a lot of respect. There's a lot of good teams behind it. The credentials of the teams, the people that are on it are very, very high. Fourth, what if your wife says it's gambling or equates it to gambling, or if you say it's like a big gamble. And this is what I kind of alluded to in the beginning of the video, is that, hey, if you approach it thinking I'm going to make a lot of money in a very short amount of time, that is a gambler's mentality. And you're going to go into every coin saying, what is the most amount of money I could make in the shortest amount of time? Wrong. But if you believe that it's the future, it's what is I don't care about the time frame, because I know I'm going to make money guaranteed over the long run. Okay, so you have to approach it like an investor, not a gambler. Okay, you got to just use your little lizard brain to just think simply. Okay, just invest in the good, stable, proper, not stable, I shouldn't use that word, but good projects, these good coins. Okay, these gamblers, they overthink things, they do their calculations, and they overthink everything. You got to have a little lizard brain and just say simply, what are the best ones? Let me just invest a little bit at a time every time doing that. And it's not a gamble at that point. You're making a sound investment in what is a actual company that is working in the future fields of the world. And so, yeah, I think those concerns are being addressed. I think that was a fair way to address them. If you have any further questions, check out the other videos that I've linked into the description. I think they're very helpful. I think you should really educate yourself before you get in. Of course, don't invest any money that you don't, you're not okay to lose. And then all this is not financial advice. It kind of is, but take it as entertainment. I just don't want to be sued. I don't want any of that. I'm not. You got to do your own research, man. This is like your money. You're the hero, right? You're the one putting your money on the line, your time on the line, not me. I'm just out here talking, right? I'm just a cowboy. This is cowboy advice, and I don't think you could sue over that. Now, like I said, I want to help someone on the edge of their seat, and so this is kind of what I have. It's not a lot, but it's not little, and I kind of recognize that. Here's my portfolio in Binance is the thing that I use. There's a link in the description if you want to download this app. And right here, you could see that I have $15,700 in Binance. I started, like I said, about 4,000. And to be fair, to be honest and transparent, a lot of this is from YouTube, like the YouTube generated money. In total, I probably made, in just trading crypto over the last 3-4 months, probably about $6,000. I'd probably say about $6,000. I don't know exactly, because I'm not that good of a bookkeeper, but I know that I put probably about 4,000 in. I made about $6,000, so that's probably about $10,000 in total. And then so then I put money elsewhere, and I ran into like there was like a month straight where I was really gambling, and so that's why I feel like I'm credible enough to talk about that gambling mentality, that little like I just need to freaking make more money. You don't want to do that, and if you follow these these rules and these principles, you won't do that. I've got another portfolio here or wallet that's about let's say $1,500, and then this one here at $2,300. So let's call that $3,800. And then plus 15, so like roughly about 20 grand in crypto right now. And I started with $4,000. Now, granted, yeah, that was that a lot of that is in with just the YouTube thing and all this stuff the opportunities that YouTube brings, and I'm very grateful, and I don't shy away from it. Like, I'm just grateful that it's happened to me. I'm just super blessed, and you could do that too, of course. But we're here talking about you investing in crypto, and I think it's a good move for you. Not financial advice, but that's just my 2 cents. Anyway, if you want to follow along with my journey into Bitcoin, hit the subscribe button down below. If you want to hit the notification bell for any updated content that is like timely, like the news and stuff like that. And if you are looking to help me grow this channel, you appreciate what I'm doing here, just give me a like button. I really appreciate that. Anyway, got to be a cowboy with a little lizard brain, gorilla arms, diamond hands. We'll see you on the moon.